Okay, let's try that. How about now? Do you have sound now? I'm hoping that you do. No. Okay. Okay. Let's try that. Hi. All right, there we go. Woohoo! God, I don't know what in the heck. Ugh, sorry about that. Okay, here we are. Sorry, you had to wait for 8 minutes. I don't know what in the heck. There was an update to Camo Studio, and I had to add an input source, and it was a whole thing. But I figured it out, so that worked. Anyway, hi everybody. Thank you for sitting here for 8 minutes in total silence while I figured that out. Anyways, let me go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chat, and then I'll tell you what I got going on here. Hello to, let's go back. Hello, Shannon and Jen. Hello, Lexi. Hi, Glory. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Keith. And hello to Stacy. Hi, Kath and Shiro. Your school is a voting place. Oh, boy, oh boy. Hello, Divine. Hello, Sim. Hello, Nori. And Alice. Hi, Alice. Hello to, let's see, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Sujin. Hello, Gary. About time, get it together. I know, right? Oh my goodness. So anyways, now that I got that figured out, I added the input source for the microphone and now it's working. So that's good. I just wish that they would have, put a little banner or something up that said, oh, hey, we made changes and whatever. So anyways, welcome to the live stream. My name is Naomi. If you're new here, I'm here every Tuesday night and then Saturday nights. Although in the next couple of weeks, Tuesday nights are going to be auction nights. I've got a couple of people that have some canvases that they want to offload, and hopefully you're looking to buy some because we're going to be doing that. Not the next Tuesday, but probably the Tuesday after, because I need a little time to get things, situated and the lists together and all that fun stuff. But that will be the plan. Hello, Lab Mama 23. What's going on, Patty? How you doing? It is Patty, right? Pretty sure that's Patty. Anyways, so tonight I figured we'd do a couple of little things. One, I want to kit up a new kit because I just finished Rosea. So I want to start another kit. And I decided, along with Noelle, who isn't here yet, we're going to do a sort of like a DP along. And I wanted to do a panel, specifically a Manzano panel. She's going to do a panel, a princess panel. I'm going to do not a princess panel, but a panel nonetheless. So let me get that out here and I'll show you what I want to work on next. Okay, let's get this out here. It's your first Tuesday, Sim? Well, glad that you're here. You're homesick today. I'm sorry. That's lame. So this is the panel I'm going to work on. And then she's going to work on a princess panel, specifically Daughter of Peace. So should be fun. But this is the one I'm going to work on. Peekaboo. I wanted to work on Miss Elizabeth here for a moment. She's a long one. She's not horribly complicated. I like that. She's let's see. Let's look at her sheet here. She's a 55 by 94 centimeters in round. She's an old one. She does have one whole special. Hold on. Beans, be quiet, sir. Get downstairs. Get downstairs. Nonsense. Thank you. Go all the way down. Goofy dog. Okay, a little better. She's an older one. It looks like she's got resin diamonds. Here's her one little special that she has. That's kind of fun. And it looks like 2 ABs with this one. But I've wanted to work on this one for a while. And I'm kind of trying to work through some of my older stash. And so I thought, okay, let's get into the older stash. Let's work some. And I'm going to tell you, like, the glue is unbelievable on these older ones. Another reason why it's nice to, like, actually get these out and work on them, because the glue is unbelievable. It's nice to have that little break. But yeah, so we're going to kit up Elizabeth and get working on her. Once she's kitted up in things, I think I'm going to start on her tomorrow. Beans like the eyes on her head instead of, yeah, She doesn't have eyes off the sides of her head. She doesn't have anything weird in between her, like, she's not doing anything weird with her hands between her legs or whatever. They're just sort of clasped there. Yeah, this is the Mandy Manzano princess panel that we deserve right here. Hello, Allison. What's going on? But yeah, so anyways, let's see. I also thought it would be fun while we're doing some things to go over the questions that people asked, or like the answers people gave for the Two Truths and a Lie. I'm very interested to see what people had to say there, and maybe we can make some guesses on what people are telling the truth or lying about. I thought that could be fun. Let's do like this. Oh, look, Noelle's here. Noelle, are you going to kit yours up tonight too, or are you already kitted up? She's probably already kitted up. She's got a very pretty special pen for it, for hers. Looks like a queen panel. Yes! Lock in, Noelle. Yeah, she's going to do Pocahontas, which is Daughter of Peace, and I'm going to do a Queen Elizabeth. These are the Manzanos that I love. I'm not so much in love with the newer princess panels, to be honest with you. They're not my favorites, so I'll be skipping those, but I do like this one. Need some fun with it. You had some fun? Yeah, a few of you did. When I read some of them to you. Hello, Liana. Glory is kitting up as well. Mamba from Dreamer Designs. It's a dragon. Working on cat comfort. So 1 round, 1 square. Nice. You're kitting yours up Wednesday. Oh, okay. I guess that's fine. Okay, so do tell me in the chat, what are you working on? Are you diamond painting? Are you kitting up? What do you have happening in your neck of the woods? I wanted to start this because, you know, it's just nice to do something out of the old stash. And I've been working on a lot of them out of the old stash, actually. I was going to look through that list and just see, like, what older ones I've knocked out this year. There's quite a few of them. The new ones have too much mirror action. Yeah, very like symmetry tool happening. Yes, we're starting tomorrow. I had not planned on starting this today. Just the kit up. Just the kit up. Yeah, so the other thing that I found funny, do you see right in the middle of her forehead? That's like a yellow jewel, right? In the middle of her forehead. But the one that they provided is red. Maybe they don't have that particular teardrop in a yellow. So it's going to be red right in the middle of her forehead, which is fine. Let's see. Divine, finally working on Time to Play. Cute. Alice is working on Dark Witch by Rosie Scribbles. Nice. Keats is working on Amsterdam Canal. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Liana is diamond painting Steampunk. Very nice. Noelle said, you have no idea how effing locked in I am for this panel. Woo! Marianne's working on Forest Family from Dreamer Design. Do you like the red better? I like the red better too. I think Kath is working on Talk to the Snake. Jen is working on the Pamichi mystery. Ooh. I finally got a shipping notification for Serenity, the Morales, from 2 drops ago. The one from 3 drops ago, I'm still waiting on. So we'll see how long that takes. But I wanted to look through here really quickly before I go on to Kidding Up and then our 2 Truths and a Lie that everybody gave. And then I'm going to ask you guys about my 2 Truths and a Lie. Some of you already know the answer because you know me, but some of you do not, and I'm interested to go through it. Sujin, still waiting on shipping notifications. See, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that apparently we're ordering too much, and they are not stuck in customs. We're just bogging them down with orders. Sounds like a good problem to have, though, really, when you think about it. Allison's working on a craftably painting called Summer Storm and Rainbow Universe from DAC. Nice. Fairy Forest by Ciro Marchetti. Ooh. What's up, Brenda? No, you're actually not that late. It took me 8 minutes to figure out why my sound wasn't working because Camo Studios did an update. So really, we've only been here chatting for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. But I decided I wanted to work on the old stuff out of my stash, kind of inspired by Lisette from Lisette Crafts and Tells. And so I've been doing that, getting some of those older things in my stash done. But oh my gosh, like going back, I'm trying to get the sticker off here. Going back, it's like the glue. Oh, it's so nice to work on this older glue. And I've got about, I'm also working on Queen of Her World by Christine Karen, which is from my older stash. And the one, it's coming along really beautifully. A fly in here. It's coming along beautifully. And the glue is just amazing. Amazing. But let's see. We've got, okay, so Elizabeth I'm working on. Queen of Her World was an older one. Rosia was an older one. Goddess of Night was older. The Face Full of Stars by Colin Wetzel. That one was not, I mean, it was new to me, but that's a very old kit. La Lune from Daimoon Shop was an older kit. Evening Light was an older kit. Princess Pearl from Daimoon was an older kit. Let's see. Spacey Gur was out of my older kits. Steadfast Heart was out of my older kits. What's up, Peggy? And then, oh, Wishes. Beautifully Broken was older. Wishes was older. The Birth of Teratov Corinne was older. Bouquet was an older one. Let's see. Lullaby Touch was from Daimoon Shop. That was definitely older. Onahime, that was one of Margaret's first releases with Diamond Art Club. So that was definitely an older kit. And that's kind of what kicked it off. So a lot of what I've been working on this year has been older kits. So I'm very proud of that. Just pulling out the old stuff. Actually, how long? This Mooncatcher wasn't that old. I don't know. You were on S this order cycle. You got Suspire and Satora. Oh, okay. Not Serenity. But, okay. So this baby has 36 whole colors. 36 colors. One of them being a special diamond. There she is. Let's get this out. And then I'm going to do this in a Craftmates because, well, that way I'm only using, about half of these. So let me see math. 14, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, of course. Oh, but there's the one special drill. So I don't need to put that in a whole other thing. Okay. Got those ready. And then, boom. So anyways, get into this thing. As far as those of you who are working on stuff and whatever, are any of you guys going to be doing any events coming up? Are there any good events that you're planning on doing now that Gods and Goddesses is all over? What's happening with you? Let's put my extras in a different one because these are. Oh, wait a second. Let's go to. Let me see. These go to Rosia, so these are extras. Those can come out. Here we go. Oh, never mind. I got room. All right. Let's sticker these babies up. Serenity didn't hit right for you. You only do Naomi events now. Aw, thanks. I want to do a Halloween one, but not really interested in drills and chills. Well, Alice, Josh is going to be running his own like mini DP along event in the Discord. If you go into the events tab on Discord, there's more information there about that particular. It doesn't give you like full information, but Josh is going to be running like a little spooky DP along / whatever. And then I've also got like a DP along just for like fall stuff. If you don't have anything horror or scary related. I think he said that even if it was just fall themed or Halloween themed or whatever, it didn't have to be like dark fantasy. He's doing one in the Discord. So, and I guess he's going to have prizes. He has some prizes already for that. He just appeared. Look at me speaking Josh into existence. Doing challenges. Okay. Drills and chills and MDDs. Spookmas. Ooh, a Spookmas. Gary says, blasphemy. May 1,000 camels worth of fleas infest all my bedclothes. Oh, no. Just waiting for Mary Morales and possibly following along in the Discord events. Nice. Yes, speak of the devil. But yeah, if you're interested, then Josh is going to do like a little mini DP along event in the Discord. He's going to be giving more information on that once we get a little closer. But I do know that he's working on sponsors. I do know that he's going to have prizes and things like that. I don't know exactly, if he's going to have, I don't know, maybe he'll tell you to watch my whipping chat and he'll pick a word from it that he wants you to do. I don't know. He'll decide what all that's going to look like, but I'm excited because for once I can just sort of play along. If somebody else wanted to run some sort of a little mini event in the Discord, you are absolutely welcome to do that. She said, looks like I'm doing Josh's DP along. Prizes for people who want to participate won't be as stringent as a full-on event, but if you participate, you can win stuff. There you go. And as far as I know, Josh, you said that basically it could be either like spooky or just fall / Halloween themed. It wasn't like necessarily pressing that it be a spooky, spooky canvas or anything like that. Sim is doing claws and paws, working on Princess and the Pea Kitty. Oh, cute. Allison said wings and pages and creeping it real. Oh, creeping it real. Wings and pages? I don't know what that is. And creeping it real in September. And October, I think, is the Rita event. The Rita event is the one that's Tammy and Mel doing the Rita event. Sparkle Dust and Diamonds or something, I think. Something. Yeah, I know there's a Rita event coming up, but I don't remember who's running it. I honestly, like, I'm horrible when it comes to events because I don't remember to do the things, you know, like to go watch videos or post pictures or what. I got too many other things I'm like thinking about myself. I like running events. I'll run an event, but as far as participating in like a full-on event, I have a really hard time with that. Okay, it's Tammy and Mel. And I also like, okay, this is going to sound really shitty, and I don't mean it to sound really shitty at all. I run into the issue where when I am participating in an event, I see the ways that the event could be improved, or that I feel like the event could be improved. And like, one, why does my opinion matter? It doesn't. Two, it's not my place to tell somebody like, hey, you know what might make this a little bit more fun, or might make this a little bit more organized, or air quote better, in my opinion, right? Because honestly, just because I say it would make it better doesn't mean it's going to make it better. And that's only my opinion. And so like I drive myself nuts thinking about ways that I could help, or that I could give feedback or whatever. And that's not my place. Like I would be pissed if somebody did that to me. And so more or less, like, it's the control freak in me, I think, to like direct things and try to make things better, quote, that I have a really hard time. I'm like way, way, way too type A, I think. Not doing any more till my next event. Sim said, what is the event everyone is talking about? I need details, but I can't work Discord. Yeah, so Sim, we got to get you figured out on Discord. It's not as difficult as people think it is. It really isn't. Once you understand like what you're looking at, it's not hard to figure it all out. We got to get you in there. Calf says, you spoil us with how good your events are. Thank you very much. I really do try to work hard to keep it very like just organized and with a thought in my head and like a point to it all. And I think my benefit being autistic is that I have very, very annoyingly close attention to detail. And so, yeah, sometimes things can get off the rails occasionally, but for the most part, I feel like I keep them, I run a tight ship. It's also part of why, and this is also going to sound shitty, and I don't mean it to, it's also part of why I don't have a co-host. Because I don't need anybody getting their hands in and messing my shit up, you know? That's not a nice thing to say, but it is what it is. I struggle to keep with event requirements, so I participate unofficially, except for Naomi events. But thank you, Keats. Yeah, I have a really hard time remembering to do the thing, you know? Go comment on the video or go post the pictures or whatever. I'm horrible at it. But as far as Josh's event on the Discord, that one I'll be participating in like unofficially. I'm not going to be going for prizes, I don't believe. I feel like that would be a little bit weird. Is that weird? Would that be weird if I was like trying for prizes? I mean, it's not like, maybe instead I'll make some other things for prizes for it. And then I can unofficially participate, but not for prizes. Patty says, I'm with you. I couldn't grasp Discord. You know what? Maybe what I need to do is like a little mini just video on like how to work Discord, specifically my Discord, so that I can show people through like, okay, what these things on the left are, what the things when you click on those things are, where to find your messages, like how to get into voice chat, blah, blah, blah. I think that could be very useful to people who want to join the Discord, but are like really not maybe as tech savvy to know what things do what. Could help. If Josh is doing a paint along, I might do. You should, Divine. You should go for prizes. Listen, I feel weird about it. Hello, Anne. You could do a segment on hijacking. Yeah. Gary's really good at hijacking a post. It's like he does it professionally or something. I love it. Never stop. Okay, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bags of 3371. Well, that ought to be fun. I'm guessing that must be all the background is not black. It's actually dark brown. Because I don't actually, there's no 310 in this kit. It's all 3371. Well, that was unexpected. I almost wish it would have been black, but I guess we're going with 3371. Doing a video. I think it might be helpful just in case people have been, maybe a little intimidated to join Discord because they don't know how to run it. I could probably do that. Do I have enough of those? I hope so. Jeez. Peggy said, everyone on Discord is super helpful. They have all helped me and she's still learning. Yeah, better than taupe. Ugh. Or whatever that background color is on the Trin Zodiacs. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Do a video on how to run, like how to just get into Discord, kind of navigate around. Even the little, like how to add a spoiler or how to make it so what you say has has a spoiler tag on it. Because sometimes you be typing things you maybe don't want everybody to see immediately. I can do that. Now, granted, I am not a Discord expert by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, until I started my Discord, I had never been on Discord. So I'm learning a lot as we go too, So you don't got to feel like a dummy. I don't know what I'm doing half the time either. So here is our one special. Of course, oh no, there's going to be two. Yeah, there's a yellow AB also. There's this white AB. And then we've got this yellow AB, which is going all over like in her hair, but it's really like her crown. Be a yellow AB. That's exciting. Yeah, the spoiler tags. Yeah. Okay, I can do that. Especially with the spoilers on pictures too, like if somebody's going to put up a mystery or whatever. I can do that. I can make it happen. All right. So Noelle, you said you're kitting yours up tomorrow. You're going to kit it up tomorrow, and then we're going to start tomorrow. For this beautiful panel paint along that we're doing. Shannon says, same here. I have no clue how to use this. Well, then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. And I'll do a little video on if people want to join my Discord specifically. And I'll even like show my Discord in the video. I think it could be useful. Because I think, hold on a second. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to see if it'll let me show Discord on the screen. Because if I can do that, I can. Okay, so that's actually perfect because I can do like air quote a live recording, and then I can go through, share my screen, and actually like show people how to get into Discord, what all of the stuff on the right and left mean. Like the stuff on the right is pretty much just, you can ignore it. It's all this stuff over here on the left, I think, that gets people a little bit confused. Like they don't know what all of these tags and things are. So yeah, I'll have to do a little video, and then I can show people through it. All right, it's on. I can do that. Okay. One drill change DAC made that I like is the ABs using the DMC. Yes. Oh my gosh. And all of the specials being at the end, and instead of like the ABs at the front and then the fairy dust at the back. I do like that change a lot, especially because when I'm trying to like put away my spares or whatever, I often can't find something because I don't know exactly. So that's part of why I also store them by color instead of by DMC number with my specials. Oh, here's taupe. Here you go. Here's some taupe for you. Doo-doo brown. A little doo-doo brown for you. Because I'm the kind of weirdo that I like to do my specials first. And if I've got to look for them in two separate places, it's a pain in my butt. So most of the time I was just putting the ABs at the end with the other specials anyways. Or put everything at the front. As long as they're all together, to make my life easier. Okay, now let me grab out our week 9 video here and go to the comments section and read out some of you guys, your 2 truths and a lie. Some people, like Peggy, I don't know if yours actually had 2 truths and a lie or if all 3 of them were truths. I was a little bit confused. I still counted your answer because I wasn't sure. But when I read them, you guys will understand why I was confused. Okay. So let's start at the top. I went to the newest and then worked my way backwards. Or I'm going to work my way backwards. You keep specials next to each other too. Yeah. Taupe is kind of creamy. This one is just a little like a darker taupe, but I think it's actually called taupe. Hold on. I've got the book. Let's see what the book says. What does the book says? The book says 779. Oh, dark cocoa. Well, let's see where taupe is in here. What DMC number is the taupe family? It's probably back here. A little easier to find by colors. Oh, they don't give the name? Oh, here we go. Some yellows. Beige, brown. I thought they called one taupe. Maybe they don't. At least not in this book. Well, tawny. Very light tawny. Terracotta. Rosewood. They got beige, brown, mocha. Get out of here, fly. Mahogany. That is mahogany. Starting tomorrow. Okay. What's up, Melissa? Very light tan. Beaver gray. Excuse you. 3861 light taupe. Let's see. Thank you, Sujin. 3861. Do they call it that in this DMC chart, I wonder? Light cocoa is what this book calls it. Ew, that's kind of an ugly color, though, isn't it? Cocoa and light cocoa. I suppose it depends on what company, you know. 841 taupe. All right, let's see. 841. Again, they probably just don't call it that in this book. 841. Light beige brown. All the doo-doo brown colors. That is mahogany. Okay, 2 truths and a lie. Let's start with Stephanie M. She says, and I'm going to try and guess them. You guys can guess them too. Stephanie M says, 2 truths and a lie. I have 3 ragdoll cats. See, now this is what threw me off because a lot of people used the number 3 in their, well, the word 3 in their 2 truths and a lie. And so like I automatically would then assume like, okay, wait, I made you put that word in there. So did you put it there to throw me off? Or is that the lie because you needed somewhere to put the word 3? So then every time I saw something in the 3, so like this person with the 3 ragdoll cats, I'm like, that's the lie because I made you put that there, but it probably isn't. I have been to Europe. I have been cross-stitching since I was 10. Yeah, I'm going to guess that with Stephanie M that it's the 3 ragdoll cats. What book is this? This is Figgy Designs. I don't know. I got it on Amazon. Complete color tables, diamond painting reference guide. I got this on Amazon and I feel like this was $11, $10. 841 is what you think of as close to taupe. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I feel like 841 is definitely closer to, yeah, right there. That light beige brown. I always thought it was more like a cocoa color, like but actual, you know, like when you put Swiss Miss in a cup with milk and then you mix it and it's got that like almost a pinkish tone to it. I guess that's what I think of as taupe, is like more of a pinkish tone. Anyways, so I'm going to guess with Stephanie M that it's the 3 ragdoll cats, only because I made her use the number 3 or the word 3, right? Okay. So, here's Noelle's. Okay. I bet I know the answer to this one. We'll see if you guys know. Why are we looking for taupe? I have no idea. Just reasons. She says, I was born on a Native American reservation. I originally went to trade school to be a mechanic and was going to work for Honda. And then I once met Judd Hirsch, the guy from the show Taxi. So which one is Noelle's lie, since she's here in the chat? I know which one it is. So do you think her lie was having, let's see, being born on a Native American reservation, going to trade school to be a mechanic and work for Honda, or meeting Judd Hirsch, the guy from the show Taxi? What do you guys think? What's her lie? Sincerity it is. You think the first, you know, she's native, but I think that may be it. Okay. Mel says she doesn't think she was born on a reservation. Sujin, she was going to work for Saturn. A lot of number twos. Gary says number two. So I'll let Noelle tell her own truth and lies. The second one. Lots of people think you are not going to go work for Honda. Also, lots of people thinking that maybe you are not, that you are native, but that you were not born on a reservation. Go ahead, Noelle. Tell your truths. Expose yourself. Liar. You better expose yourself before I do, because I'm getting bored waiting for you. Okay, I'll tell you what it is since you. Okay, she's all bah-ha-haing over there. Okay, so Noelle actually was born on a Native American reservation in Arizona. Okay. I also did not know about the trade school thing and going to work for Honda, though it doesn't surprise me because Noelle's one of those people that I feel like would go and work in a very male, like oriented or male driven field. She has not met Judd Hirsch. Her neighbor is Judd Hirsch's brother, right? But she's never actually met Judd Hirsch. Dun, dun, dun. See, I believe that you go to trade school to work for Honda. Okay, Mia. Is Mia in the chat? I don't think Mia's in the chat. Let's expose Mia's two truths and a lie. She says, I have extremely straight hair. I have no teeth. Oh, I have a daisy tattoo on my toe. Extremely straight hair, no teeth, or a daisy tattoo on her toe. You got proper bamboozled. That's right. That's right. So, wow, with Mia. Okay. I know very little about Mia, but I do know a couple things. And I believe that she has very straight hair because I've seen pictures of her on Facebook. The no teeth thing throws me off because I also know that Mia is in recovery. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience that like drug use and drug addiction F's your teeth. So that could be true because my teeth are not in the best shape either. Or what was the last one? The tattoo of a daisy on her toe. Man, toe tattoos hurt. Any foot tattoo, feet and ankles. Man. I am going to guess that she does not have a tattoo of a daisy on her toe. Maybe it's like a camel instead. And if you know, you know. It's a camel on her toe. That's what I'm going to go with. She got a camel toe. But she's not here to answer, so I'll have to ask her later. Okay. Let's see. Next one. K-Bug. Oh boy. Kayleen. Kayleen says, I have 4 border collies. I wear over 65 toe rings. What? You don't have 65 toes. And I have never been out of the country. Kayleen says, I have 4 border collies. I wear over 65 toe rings and have never been out of the country. What kind of game is this? We don't get to know the answer. I know, right? We'll have to get to the people who are in the chat. I'll have to look for those specifically. So you must answer for yourself, liars. I don't know, man. I'm going to say you don't have 65 toes. I'm going to say you don't have 65 toes. So therefore, how are you going to wear 65 toe rings? You just stack them? You stack them up your long ass spider toes? You got finger feet. Kate, do you have finger toes? I love it. And she's got these long ass finger toes. She wears 65 toe rings. That's very American. To not leave the country, it's true. I bet she does have 65 toes. Okay, hold on. Let's find one for somebody who's in the chat. Is Shiro in the chat? Shiro's in the chat, right? Let me go back. I think I saw Shiro in the chat earlier. Let me go look. Shiro, are you here? We're gonna expose you. I'm gonna look for you guys specifically. There she is. Okay, you're here, but are you here? Shoot. I know she's working at the polling booth. So she might be working. Okay. We'll pick another one and come back to Shiro just in case. Oh, Melissa. Let's do Melissa's. That sounds fun. Melissa says, hers are in depth. Okay. You know what they say about giving too many details. All right. Melissa says, 1, when I was 10, my brother let me watch The Exorcist, and for a week I slept on the floor because I was too scared to sleep on the bed. Okay. Number 2, as a kid, my brother and I used to wrestle, and he would make me say submission when I thought he was going to break a body part. Oh boy. I had a brother very similar to that. And then the third one, as kids, my brother and I would play D&D, and my character had a cloak of invisibility and could talk to animals. Okay, so you saw The Exorcist and then slept on the floor for a week because you were scared to sleep on the bed. Or 2, you used to wrestle and he would make you say submission when you thought he was going to break a bone or a body part. And then the third one, you played D&D and your character had a cloak of invisibility and could talk to animals. Interesting. So your brother sounds like my brother, and the 1980s were an interesting place, right? The late 70s and 80s were an interesting place to have brothers because 1, every brother was obsessed with wrestling. I don't know any brother from the 80s who was not watching Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, like throw down, right? So that's one thing I think is a truth, is that your brother probably did, because my brother used to put me into freaking headlocks and submission holds all the time and, make me cry uncle or tap out or whatever the hell. I remember he used to like put me in like the lock, right? And then he would spin me around until I had no feeling in my feet. A toe ring of invisibility. So let's see. You said when you were 10, you watched The Exorcist. When did The Exorcist release? Because I know that you're a little bit older than I am. Not like by a crap ton. You're not like, I know you're not in your 60s, but I'm pretty sure that you're like late 40s, early 50s. So Exorcist when you were 10, if that came out, I remember Linda Blair. So there could be something with the timeline there. And then the last one was, or the other one was, what was it? Oh, playing D&D. I also played D&D with my oldest brother, and the character that you're describing would have been a druid, and a druid would wear a cloak of invisibility and talk to animals. So, and a druid is a good starter character for a person who's never played D&D before. Okay, there's something extra details about the Exorcist one, so I'm going to say it's that one. In the 1900s, in the year 2000. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Exorcist one because there's a lot of details in there, and they say when you add too many details, that's when you know somebody's lying. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Listen, confess, liar. Which one is your lie? 1974. Oh, okay. See, yeah, that would make you 10 years old in 1974, having you born in 64. I don't think so. That's true, but what I didn't tell you is my brother had to sleep with me as love it. Okay, so I was right, but not for the reason that I thought. Okay, interesting. I would have done the same to my kids. Hell yeah. Okay, Keith. Oh, here's Keith. I know she's in the chat. Keaton says, 1, I'm ambidextrous. 2, Coke Zero is my go-to drink. And 3, Butter D is my favorite DAC artist. Ooh. Oh, it was number 3? You did not play D&D? Well, biscuits. She did not play any D&D, y'all. No toe ring of invisibility. Not for her. No toe ring of invisibility. That's a good one. That's a good one. Didn't make you sleep on the floor? You didn't make him sleep on the floor with you because you were too scared to sleep in the bed? Okay, so you were only allowed to watch. Oh, so Keats is where I'm ambidextrous. Coke Zero is my go-to drink, and Mrs. Butter D is my favorite DAC artist. I'm gonna be honest, Keith. I don't think I've seen you work on a Butter D. I've seen you work on Art by Julia's. So I think you could be ambidextrous. People are ambidextrous. In fact, like women specifically, the percentage is pretty high for ambidexterity in women. Coke Zero is a good alternative to drinking like sugars all the time. So I should probably switch to like a zero drink of some kind instead of all the Mountain Dew with all of the sodium and sugar. Yeah, I don't think I've seen you work on a Butter D, so I'm gonna go with Butter D. What trade did she win? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Butter D as not your favorite artist. I think you like Butter D, but I think you like Art by Julia. I don't know. That's just guess. It's a guess, Keats. So what is it, Keats? Come on, Keats. Reveal yourself. Liar. Tell your truth. Art by Julia is your favorite. See, look at me knowing stuff. Like a creepy stalker watching what everybody does all the time. Not weird, is it? I do pay attention to stuff. I try anyway. I don't always succeed, but I do try. Dun, 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 dun. She said, oh, yeah, we know. Okay, let's see. Alice was in the chat. A stalker, I know. With those eyes and those lips, too. That's me. Is Alice still in the chat? Are you there, Alice? Alice, are you Alice, are you okay? Alice, are you okay? Are you okay, Alice? I see her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Alice is here. We're going to read hers. Okay. 1. Alice says, I used to be a funeral director. Okay. Number 2, spiders are my favorite animal. Okay. And 3, I can taxidermy small mammals. Okay. So I have questions that you can't answer. You're not allowed to answer, but I have questions. So 2 of 3 of those deal with death as like, and spiders are, I guess, kind of a spooky, right, thing. 2 of those deal with death. And from what I've observed of you over time in the Discord is that you are not as I don't want to say you're calloused about death, because sometimes people can say that about me. I understand that death is just the next process. And so I have taxidermied it, sort of, small mammals, meaning I've skinned and tanned a fox. It was already dead. I didn't trap it or kill it or anything like that, but I did taxidermy it, not like stuffed it or whatever. So that was where my question was. Are we talking like taxidermy in that you are making, little statues of them, a la, what's Steve Carell's in that one movie, and he's making like little mice or whatever? Oh, Dinner for Schmucks. That is a great movie, by the way. So I do think that you are pretty like open-minded about the process of death, and that like you don't seem to be very pressed about it. I don't want to say you're calloused, because that's not correct. Like, it's just an understanding of like life going on. So I think that number 2 is the lie, only because I've never seen you post about spiders. I like spiders. I like Ohio jumpers, or jumping spiders specifically, but I've never seen you post about spiders. So I'm going to go with number 2, that you don't like. Was that 2? Yeah, number 2. I don't think spiders are your favorite animal. That's my guess, Alice. Everybody else looks like they are. Mel says, I believe she stuffs animals and she was a funeral director. Yeah, okay. A lot of people feel like 2 put small hats and bonnets on them. Well, like in Dinner for Schmucks, like he full on had them posed in like colonial wear, little mice. It was mice or rats specifically that he would stuff, like more often than not. He liked, like, because the whole purpose was what's his name hits him with his car, and then he thinks that like he's trying to work more money out of him. Love that movie, Dinner for Schmucks. It's so good. It is number 2. You're terrified of spiders. See, yeah. Because I could believe the funeral director part. Well, did I get another one right? I pay attention to stuff, guys. I try to. Does that make me weird? Do you guys feel like you're being stalked? I'm maybe stalking you a little bit. Yeah, the full-on Last Supper vignette was so good. You make stuff like Dinner for Schmucks. I need to see pictures, Alice. I need to see pictures. Okay. Josh's. Okay, here we go. Josh's 2 truths and a lie. He says, my wedding cake had a giant picture of my, hold on, stop knocking on my door. Yes.
Ran our 86 boots over the
Oh, okay. So that means you're going to leave Beans down there to just bark about whatever?
I hope he'll be fine for you.
Okay, I hope he'll be fine for me too. Gotcha. Have fun. I'm going to lock the door again, though, so Beans doesn't shove his way into the house, into the room. They're going to go scootling. Okay. Number 1, his wedding cake had a giant picture of his face on it. Sexy. Number 2, Marilyn Manson once put my hand down his pants. Wow. And number 3, I wanted to be the blue Power Ranger when I grew up. Okay, so first of all, I don't know who did not want to be the blue Power Ranger when they grew up, to be honest with you. Because the blue Power Ranger was pretty badass. And if I remember correctly, the blue Power Ranger was gay, right? Am I remembering that right? And now I'm not necessarily openly gay because it was a kid's show and, I didn't talk about stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure he was very open about it, like outside of the show. Marilyn Manson once put your hand down his pants. I mean, I could see Marilyn Manson doing that because he's like very much into the shock value of things. And then your wedding cake having your face on it. Now that again, I could see somebody doing more as like, this is your trick wedding cake or whatever. And like everybody gets to see it and laugh about it. But then there's like some secondary cake somewhere that doesn't have your face on it. Okay. Hard. So I'm gonna say it's number 3, and here's why. Because the blue Power Ranger was awesome, but everybody knows that Tommy was the best Power Ranger, and I will fight you and die on that hill. So I think the lie is number 3. I think you thought Tommy was the best Power Ranger, and you wanted to be Tommy when you grew up. That's what I'm going with. Because I can totally believe that Marilyn Manson would have anybody put a hand down his pants. And number 2, I do think that somebody would either trick you with your face on a cake at your wedding, or that there would be an occasion where your face would be on a cake at a wedding. Yep. That's what I'm going with. That is what I am going with. I had to logic myself through the answers first. Okay. It looks like we've got a lot of different guesses here. A lot of different guesses. I saw a lot of taxidermy animals on stripper poles at the Oddities Expo. Well, that's an oddity, all right. Yes, Tommy is the best Power Ranger. I knew it. Yes. I got another one right. That's right. That's right. He says, I'm surprised you actually logicked it and felt mentally violated slightly. I'm good at that. I'm real good at that part. Okay. Let's see who's next. Marianne. Is Marianne out there in the chat? I think Marianne's out there in the chat. We're going to do Marianne's next. I'm going to mentally violate her. She was out there. I know she was. There she is. Okay. I see you typed something earlier. Hello, Marissa. You don't know enough about Power Rangers? You don't listen. You don't got to know that much about Power Rangers to know that Tommy is best Power Rangers, because he was not only like he was the green Power Ranger, but he was also the white Power Ranger. Like Tommy, everybody wanted to be Tommy. If you didn't, you were weird. Okay. Marianne's 2 truths and a lie. Here we go. Are you ready to be mentally violated? Number 1. I have been pregnant 4 times. Okay. I've been married 5 times. And my husband takes 48 pills a day. Hers are, again, I've been pregnant 4 times. I've been married 5 times. And my husband takes 48 pills a day. Okay, so here's where I'm going to go with this. Being pregnant 4 times does not mean giving birth 4 times, right? So that's believable. It's within the realm. Being married 5 times, it's weird because you're from a generation where divorce was at first very frowned upon. And then again, people were divorcing left, right, and sideways. Like, I feel like once it became kind of the norm, it was your generation that kicked off that percentage where like all, like half of all marriages end in divorce. That came from your generation. And then my generation just perpetuated it. So being married 5 times is completely believable. However, the number 3 one with your husband taking 48 pills a day, you live in Florida. And a lot of people who are transitioning into like retirement life end up in Florida. And a lot of people end up in Florida because they like the heat for different reasons, like, like medical issues, what have you. So I could believe your husband taking that many pills, 48 pills a day. I think that you've been to, if I remember correctly from a random voice chat, I feel like you've said that you were divorced 3 times. I think you've been divorced 3 times and married 4 times. Am I remembering that wrong? I could be remembering that wrong, but I'm going to say that you have not been married 5 times. I think you've been married 4 times because I think I remember saying something about my mom almost being married 4 times. So I think that you've been pregnant 4 times, and I think your husband takes 48 pills a day. We've got a lot of guesses here. Gary says 3. He takes 49 pills. All right. Tell your truths or your lie. Take the witness stand, traders. Tell us what you're lying about. Marianne, what are you lying about? Am I close? Am I right? Did I logic correctly? Did I logic the right way? What you got, Marianne? What you got? Ooh, Lexi's next. Lexi's gonna be next. I'm just going down the row. Where is, oh, there it is. Couldn't find my right color. Oh, you were only pregnant 3 times. Oh, okay. You have been married 49 times. You have been married 5 times. Okay. But only pregnant 3 times. Oh, we all got it wrong. We all got it wrong. Did anybody get it right on number 1? I don't think so. None of us got it. Oh, wah, 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 wah. You were so confident. I was too. Okay, Lexi's. You ready, Lexi? I think I saw Lexi, right? Yeah. All right. Lexi's 2 truths and a lie. Are you ready? Number 1, she says, I have 3 sons and 1 daughter. Number 2, I saw both Wicked and Phantom of the Opera on Broadway in New York City. I don't know where else Broadway is, but good. And number 3, my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Okay. Number 1, 3 sons and 1 daughter. Number 2, saw Wicked and Phantom on Broadway in New York. And 3, favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Okay. So listen. You should have had us answer the lie in the final form. I know, right? Oh, that would have been fun. Okay. So seeing Wicked and Phantom on Broadway is really awesome. It's very cool. And I believe that you did that. I believe that you did. I listen, I will say definitely Wicked because you be drawing up some Wicked fan art and stuff. And so I definitely know that you're what do they call a Wicked fan? A Wicket? Whatever a Wicked fan is. You're definitely that. So I believe Wicked for sure. And I think we were actually talking about like your love for Phantom in the voice chat fairly recently because we were talking about Emmy Rossum as Christine Daae. I do remember that. Okay. Number three, loving strawberry ice cream. You are from, hold on, you're from Minnesota. Strawberry ice cream is very popular in Minnesota because strawberries are very popular in Minnesota. We have a whole season around them in the Midwest. Number one, 2 sons and a daughter. I feel like you only have 2 kids. I feel like we just talked about this in voice chat the other night. 4 kids. I know you've got a young one and then the rest are older, but I thought you only had 2 kids. I think you have a son and a daughter. I'm going to go with number 1. I'm going to go with number 1. I think you only have 2 kids. That's what I think. No one has strawberry as their favorite. In the Midwest, people do. It's weird. Got a lot of guesses on 3. No one is guessing 2. Marianne's guessing 2. I've seen Cats on Broadway more than once because I was obsessed with Cats the musical. I called Wicked fans Wickets. I don't know what they're called. What do they call a Wicked fan? A flying monkey. That's Wizard of Oz, technically. But forget if there's flying monkeys in the books. Yeah, there were. Yep. Number 3 is the lie. I hate strawberry ice cream. Damn it. Damn. I guess whoever said nobody has strawberry as their favorite. Now, granted, mine isn't strawberry either. My favorite is one that like literally nobody's heard of except maybe Lexi, and it's Blue Moon ice cream. We had a whole discussion about that in voice chat, and everybody's like, what the hell is Blue Moon ice cream? What does that taste like? And it's sort of like, it's like almondy Fruit Loops. They're so delicious. It's so good. Blue Moon ice cream or Superman ice cream. Nobody had heard of Superman ice cream. And I was like, what is wrong with you people? You got to go get yourself some Blue Moon ice cream. Or I got to mail some out or something. Mint or chocolate. Okay. You've heard of Blue Moon, but you've never had it. It's in Papa Freezeria. We got to try it out. Sujin, you got to try it. Mel says my husband loves Superman ice. It's so good. As long as the blue portion of it is Blue Moon. Because sometimes the blue portion of it is not actually Blue Moon ice cream. Divine knows what Blue Moon ice cream is. Ooh. Okay. Next one. Ooh, is Brenda still in here? Kawaii Mama, are you still in here? I haven't seen her post in a minute. Is she here? Is she here? Brenda, are you back? You're here. Okay. Okay, let's do Brenda's. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Brenda. She says, 1, I have 4 beautiful children. It's a lie. You have 4 ugly. No, I'm just kidding. That's the lie. You have 4 ugly ass kids. Sorry. No. Number 2, my fiance doesn't buy me diamond paintings. Okay. Number 3, I love arts and craft. Okay. generally arts and crafts. Okay, so 1, I have 4 beautiful children. 2, my fiance doesn't buy me diamond paintings. And 3, I love arts and crafts. Okay. This is okay. I am almost positive that I remember you having 4 children under the age of 4. But I don't know if that's all the children that you have. And also, like, yeah, y'all heard me. 4 kids under 4. Like, shoot me. And then 2, your husband or your fiance doesn't buy you diamond paintings. Well, I know that ain't true. No, I don't know that that's not true. But I'm pretty sure that you're not working because you're taking care of all the little ones because they're all little. So I would assume he would have to in order for you to get diamond. I guess that's not true either. My husband doesn't buy my diamond paintings. And then you hate art or you love arts and crafts. I don't think generally that you like arts and crafts like that. Like, I think you like diamond painting, but you're not always posting in the other hobbies section or like whatever. Like, you don't have a whole craft room dedicated to all kinds of crafts. So I'm going to say that the lie is number 3, that you don't generally love arts and crafts. That's what I'm going with. Melissa says number 3, she hates arts and crafts. But I'm pretty sure I know that you have 4 under 4. That's the one that I'm kicking back and forth with because I can't remember if you have another child or children over the age of 4. Or if you were just real fertile and just, I was going to say bang it out all in the first 4 years. No. But that, I can't remember if you have other little ones. Well, bigger little ones. I'm going to stick with number 3. It's number 2. Oh, you used to paint and draw. Okay. So it's number 2. Your fiance does not buy you diamond paintings. Okay. So who buys your diamond paintings? And can they buy me diamond? No, I'm just kidding. It's none of my business. I don't need to know. Can they be buying me some diamond paintings? Maybe is it your parents? Do your parents buy you diamond paintings? I know you don't like buy all the time, like all the time. So I know you're not like out there getting a diamond painting every week. So you could be paying them out of your savings from working 100 million years. The black diamonds are like bug eyes on Elizabeth. Oh, right here. There you go. Yes. Be your best self. Well, that lined up correctly, but there you go. It does look like bug eyes. This is pretty great. Needs to move the bottom. Yes. Yes. I love it. I like the little emojis. Okay. Next one. I don't think Mary's here. Is Mary here? No. Amanda M's not here. Ariza's not here. Is Abby here? I don't think Abby's here either. Okay. Let's see. Tanis isn't here. Jen. Is Jen here still? I know she was early. Brenda's probably a trust fund kid. And if you are, I'll be jealous forever. Are you a trust fund kid, Brenda? Trust fund baby. I love it. She's like, Miss Independent. Doing it myself. Yes, Jen does diamonds. Yes. Okay. You are here. Your turn. Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. Oh, excuse me, Elizabeth. Because she's a bee. Shiro said traffic is awful. Well, Shiro, I have yours ready for when you're not busy. Okay, Jen does diamonds. The 3 facts for Jen. 1, I'm 4'7". Okay. 2, I have repeated dreams about snakes. Okay. Number 3, I'm bilingual. I'm bilingual. Okay, so 4'7". 4'7" would make you legally a small person, a little person. So that's kind of cool. Repeated dreams about snakes. Well, dreaming about snakes, if I recall correctly from my dream interpretation days, like snakes are really powerful symbols of like transformation and growth because they shed their skins. And so, one, if you are dreaming about snakes all of the time, you could be dealing with a major life change or a toxic person that you need to shed. But generally snakes are like trying to avoid problems or avoid things. Like that's why they slither around. So if you are dreaming about snakes all the time, you could be dealing with something pretty like big. But and then bilingual, 4'7". I don't think you're 4'7". I think that you're not 4'7". I think that you're 4'10". I'm just guessing. I think you're taller. I think you're taller, maybe not like a ton taller. You're probably still under 5 foot because I'm also a short person. I could believe that you're bilingual and that you dream about snakes all the time. Laurel says, speaking of dreaming, I had the most real dream like last night. Oh, real like dream last night. I can read. Is Medusa trying to contact you? Hello, April. Hello, Ducky. And hello, Laurel. Short Queens. That's me. That's me. Okay. Okay. Reveal yourself. Reveal yourself, Jen does diamonds. Tell us what you lied about. I think that you're taller than 4'7". That's what I think. You're not bilingual. You are tiny. Okay. Listen, you wouldn't know if the short queens were standing up anyways because we're so short. Okay, that's kind of cool though. They definitely do not build the world for we short folk though, especially when you're shorter than 5 foot. It's just not the okay. Those of you out there who are short like me, I'm 5'2", right? Which I'll get into my 2 truths and a lie also. But I'm 5'2", right? And so everything is above my head. Now, when I'm looking for something in the house and I'm like, Dustin, where's the crock pot? Do you know where the crock pot is? I haven't seen the crock pot in 2 years. He's like, it's up on the shelf. It's on the top shelf in the cupboard. And I'm like, why would you put it there? Like I would never look for it there. I don't look for things that are over my head because I don't put them there. So if you want to hide something from me, put it over my eye level because I'm not going up there to find it. I'm just not going to do it. So then I got to go get a whole step stool and shit. Naomi collecting all the short queens. That's right. I don't know how you could be bilingual and not have serpents on your dreams. Keith says, I'm 5 3/4 of an inch. Very nice. Gary is 6 foot. Keep cookies on the top of the fridge. That's so rude. Yeah, Marissa says, I'm loving this while I put the bedding back on all the beds that I washed, which means little rage fits from stabbing toes or putting sheets on wrong and giggling from the slide. Okay. Alice is 5'1". That's right. Collecting all the short people. Okay. So next up, let's go back to Shiro since Shiro is around again. Shiro's. Before I go on to Shiro's, I'm going to tell my 2 truths and a lie again, and you're going to catch it this time. Okay? Because I've already given you the answer. Number 1, I said Neil Gaiman is a close friend. Number 2, I'm 5'3". And number 3, I've had more than 50 pets in my lifetime. So obviously, I am not 5'3". I'm 5'2". So yes, I am friends with Neil Gaiman. I've known him since I was 11. I actually, the first time I ever met him, I was with my brother. My brother used to work at Disney, and we were at a convention in Florida, and went up to meet him with my brother, and his daughter was there, his oldest daughter, Maddie. And she was complaining because he or an assistant or somebody was supposed to be taking her to Disney that weekend. And I guess the trip got canceled. Well, my brother was like, well, I work at Disney. And my sister, me, I was almost the same age as his daughter, Maddie, at the time. I think she was 2 years or 2 younger. He's like, I'll take them to Disney. And you can keep doing whatever you're doing. And she gets to go to Disney. So I went to Disney with his daughter when I was 11. And then after that, it had been a long time since I'd seen him. And then I went to go see him in St. Paul or Minneapolis, one of the two, at Convergence Con when I was 19. And I had a picture that I wanted him to sign. At the time, he was writing American Gods. And I went up, I had this picture of me dressed in my Cats costume. But it's a Cats, the musical costume, but I made it a snow leopard. Anyways, so he wrote on the back of the picture to Naomi, who is a snow leopard. And after that night, we actually met up because one of my best friends is security for him. And we went out to dinner and we talked about all kinds of things. I got to know him better, whatever. And he told me he was going to put me in the book, American Gods, which he did. He did do that. He actually used quotes from our conversation at dinner in the book. And then I kept up with him on Twitter. He followed me. I followed him on Twitter before it became X. And I left Twitter. But we followed each other. I did an interview of him for my college paper. We kept in touch, pretty much all the time. Then they did the Gathering of American Gods at the House on the Rock, where the book actually has the House on the Rock. If you've seen the series, I don't know. I haven't seen the series, so I don't know if they used the House on the Rock in the series, but in the book, the House on the Rock, which is one of my favorite places in the United States to go. And they did like a night. It was on Halloween weekend. It was a costume party, and they gave everybody like a Thanksgiving turkey dinner. And I saw him again there with Dustin this time. He met Dustin for the first time. And it was just a very bizarre, wild night, but I stayed 2 doors down from his room with my best friend, who is his security person. But yeah, I've known Neil since I was 11. So most people thought that was the lie. And then I have had more than 50 animals over my lifetime. One, I've worked as an animal control officer. I've fostered animals. I've just had every kind of animal you can name that's legal to have. And I am not 5'3". You didn't realize he wrote American Gods? Oh, okay. Interesting. Snow leopard, meow. Yep. So anyway, meow meow. That's right. Meow meow. All right, now, if Shiro is driving, we'll move on to somebody else and let her safely drive. Let's go to, let's see. How about, is Abby here? I don't remember seeing her talk. Maybe. No Abby. Really enjoyed American Gods, and I always liked his books. I've always been partial. Stardust is amazing, and they actually did a really great job on the movie. I think they changed some things, but it was good. Oh, Shiro's home. Okay, cool. I love it. Meow meow. Meow meow. All right, Shiro's Two Truths and a Lie. We've got, okay, number 1, Shiro says, I speak fluent Japanese. All right. Number 2, I love vegetables. And number 3, I've never been to Europe. Or speak fluent Japanese, or I love vegetables. So speaking fluent Japanese does not necessarily mean that you are Japanese, but I think that you're Japanese. If I remember correctly, I think that you're Japanese. And if that's the case, I know that vegetables are a large part of the diet, right? For various reasons. So I think never been to Europe. I don't know. Everybody is so much better traveled than I am, because the only time that I've been to places outside of the United States is when I lived there because my dad was in the military. So I'm going to guess that you love vegetables and that you've been to Europe, so you do not speak fluent Japanese, but I bet you speak enough to like get by. Yeah, see, Sujin's with me. I think that you could probably speak like, conversational-ish Japanese, but maybe not necessarily like the full-on gamut of speaking Japanese. Or like Melissa said, like you speak it, or you understand it maybe, but you don't speak it. You hate vegetables? Oh my. Who hates vegetables? Vegetables are delicious. Look at you hating vegetables. She's like, I hate iron. I hate potassium. I hate all the things. Okay, but do you like meat? Like, are you a meat eater? You got to be a meat eater if you're hating on vegetables like that, I would think. Got to be getting that protein somehow. Uh-oh, where's 413? I'm missing a color. Uh-oh. Did I drop it? I'm missing a color. Son of a bitch. I'm missing a color. Wild. Let me make sure I didn't throw it in here on accident. No. Well, good thing that I purchased this directly from Diamond Art Club, so it should be under warranty. I probably have some 413 in my spare, so I don't know how much I'm supposed to have. Where's the... Oh, it's a lot. Did I... Never mind. Never mind. I've got it. We're good. I put it over there somehow instead of cutting one off and putting it over there. We're crisis averted. Oh, wait. This actually might not go to this kit. That might actually go to Queen of Her World. Let me check. Hold on, let me make sure. Mix something up here. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Crisis averted. It was attached to the $37.99 that I had in here. Yeah, it was attached on the back, or the 30, this one. It was attached to it, and I didn't realize it because they're like basically the same color. Cool. Crisis averted. Okay, let's see. All the textures are bad on vegetables. Okay. We do like meat, mostly chicken, and a lot of fruit. Fruit's good too. Okay. Too many whips? I've only got 5. This is well, I have 4 currently, and then this is number 5. That's not too many. No way. It's just too many whips in one container. So like this is squares, so I'm not going to mix it up with the rounds, but I had my spares for Queen of Her World in here too. So that's where I got mixed up. Cuz see, in this one, I've got, this is all which is tea house. That's all my spares for that. Okay, let's see here. Next one. We've got time enough for a few more. Okay, how about let's do duckies since Ducky's here. All right, we're gonna do duckies. Duckies are number 1. I have 4 dogs. Number 2, I am Romani. And number 3, my favorite colors are pink and yellow. So 4 dogs, Romani, or favorite colors are pink and yellow. Okay. So here's what I think. If I remember correctly, when I met you, you had 4 dogs and 1 passed away. And now I think you have 3 dogs. Logic. I know that you're Romani because we talked about that. I don't know if your favorite colors are pink and yellow though. I mean, I know that you're fine with those colors, but I don't know if those were like, your favorite colors. And I didn't think you got another dog unless you had 5 and then 1 passed away and now you have 4. No, I feel like you had 4 dogs and now you have 3. I'm going to go with number 1. I don't think that you have 4 dogs. I think that you have 3 dogs. But I could be misremembering. She has 4 ducks. Just a tired old weeb who actually learned about more than just anime. Fair. Swear you have less dogs, but total 4 pets. You now have 2 dogs. 2 dogs? Oh, you were at 3, and now you have 2. Okay. But I was right. It wasn't. It was not 4 dogs. I thought you had 3. Like, I don't know. Another one didn't pass away, right? I'm probably getting all my facts jumbled up. Because all of us have freaking chihuahuas. Just all the chihuahuas. All of them. Okay. Who's next? Let's see. How about, we could do this like every week. Divine. Okay, we're going to do Divine's next. Divine says, I won $1 in Las Vegas. Okay. 2, one of my college boyfriends was on The Price is Right and told the host he was giving me the jewelry that he won. Oh, okay. Number 3, I had a cat that could say the word hello. Oh, okay. Go over them again. Number 1, I won $1 in Las Vegas. 2, one of my college boyfriends was on The Price is Right and told the host he was giving me the jewelry he won. And number 3, I had a cat that could say the word hello. Okay. So I think that a person could walk away from Las Vegas with only having won $1. I don't know if that means like you won 1,000 and then lost $999 along the way and then only walked away with $1, or if you like played a nickel slot machine and you were like, boom, hit $1. All right, I'm leaving ahead, and just decided not to gamble any more than that. Because that sounds like some shit I would do, because I have addictive tendencies, and it would not be good for me to do any more gambling than just that much. Like, all right, boom, I left. I'm leaving in the positive. Number 2, having a boyfriend tell the host of The Price is Right that the jewelry was for you. Sounds cool. I like that. And then number 3, what's number 3 again? Number 3, a cat that could say hello. Cats are very smart. In fact, cats are the only animals that domesticated themselves. And so if they believe that it will net them more food or pets, they will absolutely do all the things. Jump through hoops, say words, like whatever. They're crazy. Cats are nuts. So I believe that you did have a cat that would say hello. I'm going to go with number 2. Yeah. I desperately want number 2 and number 3 to be true. I've never gambled for similar reasons. Right? Yeah, I'm saying. Okay, Divine, expose yourself. Like in a clean way. Don't take your underpants off, but tell us, what are you lying about? Here, let's give her bug eyes again. That was fun. It could almost be like these are the antenna right there. It works out very nicely. Drum roll. Try not to make my dog bark. Yes, take your underpants off. See, she's got wings. Like these are her little bumblebee wings right here. Don't harsh or mellow. I have the luck of the rabbit minus the foot. Right, both feet. Both feet. Where are you at, Divine? Tell us, Divine. We need to know, unless you left, in which case we'll never know. She might have left. She's like, goodbye. Oh, here we go. Number 2 is true, but it happened to my sister. And she immediately broke up with him after that. Oh, geez. So it's true, but it didn't happen to you. It happened to somebody else. Oh, no. So you did. All right. So was I right about like you went to Las Vegas? You were like, here's some nickel slots. I'll put in a little money. And then you walked away positive without spending any more money. Because honestly, woof. Well, see, but Melissa, number 2 was true. It just wasn't true for her. She didn't like the jewelry. Okay, next up, we can do a couple more, I bet. Calf is in the chat. I saw Calf. All right, let's do calves. but not for divine, so I hate it. Okay. Calves. Number one. It's straw bunny milk, in case you didn't know. Number one. Oh, I am a serial plant murderer. She says I'm a serial plant murderer. 2, I can play piano. 3, I have more than 3 cats. A serial plant murderer, a pianist, I said pianist, pianoist, a pianoist, and more than 3 cats. I've had more than 3 cats, and more than 3 cats is like a fate worse than dying, I think. It's awful. I love cats, but not more than 3 of them at once. It's like one will decide to just randomly piss in a laundry basket, and then everybody's pissing in laundry baskets in clean clothes. You're a pianist, not a pianist. Or pianist, a plant murderer. I mean, plants are hard, depending on what kind of plants. I mean, like, Dustin has a green thumb now, but he certainly killed a lot of cactuses and succulents before he figured out, like, what to do correctly. So I think you are a serial plant murderer. I think pianist and yeah, I think I gotta go with you do not have more than 3 cats. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I think that you have 3 or less cats, not more than 3 cats. What is it, calf? Tell me. Reveal yourself. I'm going to guess that she's a penis. Yes, I think it's true. You're a penis. Once you have more than 2, what's the difference? You have 4 cats? Ugh. Whoa. You cannot play piano. Oh, you're not a penis? You're not a penis? Okay, let's go with Sujin. Here we go. We got Sujins. This should be fun. Okay, Sujins. 1, I broke only 1 bone in my entire life. Bonus points if you guess which one. 2, I've eaten worms, but not the dirt or gummy kind. 3, I hate Big Macs. 3 buns is dumb. Well, I already have to agree with you on that. 3 buns is dumb, and I do not also like Big Macs. I think they're disgusting. Okay, wait. I broke only 1 bone in my entire life, and bonus points if you guess which one. So I'm guessing that's true because you're going to give me bonus points for guessing which one. And if I was guessing something that was false, then I would be double wrong. So I think number 1 is true. I've eaten worms, but not the dirt or gummy kind. Neither of those. So then would you mean like grubs? Like a mangrove worm, which is not technically a worm? I don't know. I think that you are Korean, right? I believe you're Korean. And I've seen you eat some very adventurous things. I guess everybody eats adventurous things compared to what I eat, honestly, but you eat adventurous things. And so I think like you've probably eaten a worm that wasn't a gummy or a dirt worm, like a mangrove or like a grub of some kind, like a witchetty grub, because those are like worms, but not worms. I don't know. I guess I don't maybe understand unless it was someone else's bone. Or broken bone. I've only broken 1 bone, my left arm. I broke my left arm. Well, like technically I broke both bones, but it was in the same place. Like I broke my arm. So I guess I broke two bones, but I broke two bones in the same place on my arm. In a moped accident, actually. It's a whole other story. I think I think drinking the tequila worm. That's another kind of worm too. But I mean, that's like a dirt worm, right? They live in the dirt. It's a grub. I think you do hate Big Macs. I don't know. I think you hate Big Macs, and these are all true. I don't know. They're all true. I think you've broken more than one bone. So I think number one is the lie. Yeah, number one is the lie. Or you broke one bone in two places or something like that. Whatever that's called. Is that a compound fracture? They also do worms and lollipops. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or some version of number one is the lie. Oh, never broke a bone. She's in the no broken bone club. See, okay, so we were right. We were right. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so what kind of worm was it? Or like, was it a witchetty grub or like that sort of thing? Like, how did you consume this worm that was not gummy or from the dirt worm? Silkworms. Oh, are they tasty? What do you fry those? Like, how do you consume a silkworm? Like, what's the best method for consuming a silkworm? Or was it an accident? Compound is when the bone leaves the chat. Okay, one last one. Let's go with Gary's here. Let's do Gary's. Gary says, 1, I have been in more than 3 pro football stadiums off limits to the public areas. 2, I do all my own stunts. Okay. 3, I have never been served lunch by Ricky Martin at his house. Been in more than 3 pro football stadiums off limits to the public areas, do his own stunts, or never been served lunch by Ricky Martin at his house, which would be a double negative, meaning that you have been served lunch by Ricky Martin at his house. Okay, wait, hold on. I think it's number 3. I think that you have been served lunch by Ricky Martin at his house, because the way you wrote it was very weird. So, wait. I'm going to go with number 3. Here's the thing. I know that you work for Spectrum, right? And that gets you access to all kinds of areas, because when I worked for Spectrum, I ended up like backstage at so many concerts because of we did a few we would sponsor so many things. So like concerts, I would end up in the backstage areas of that. I've been backstage areas at places that needed installs or things like that too. So I think number 1 is true, or that you've been to more stadiums and backstage areas or off limits places. Number 2, you do your own stunts. Well, I would assume you do your own stunts unless you got a stunt double. So that's true. So I think that you have, number 3 is the lie, and you have been served lunch by Ricky Martin at his home. AT&T. Okay. Tasted mostly like the sauce. I don't remember the worm itself. Oh, okay, cool. You do. No stunt double. Okay. So then were you served lunch by Ricky Martin at his home? And that is where we will end it, on that cliffhanger. You never get to know. Turn off chat. We'll never know. Tune in next week. Tell us. I have been served chicken and yellow rice at his house by him. So I was right. Number 3 is the lie. because you said I have never. Sweet. That's pretty cool, though. Everybody's got brushes with famous peoples. Right after he did the World Cup song, like for you privately in his home. Crickets taste like sunflower seeds. Never tried worms though. I've heard that like crickets in chocolate are great. He just bought a house for his mom. Oh, so this is like early Ricky Martin days then, huh? And you got the arroz con pollo, the chicken and rice. Arroz con pollo. Aha. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. We've played Two Truths and a Lie, and I have more so we can play again in the future. Maybe Saturday we'll play it again. What do you think? Sounds good to me. I'm going to get Bug Eyes out of here. Woo. There we go. And then I'm going to get started on this tomorrow. Ooh, Elizabeth, I'm very excited about working on you. All right, you guys, that is all I have. Oh, no, we got a problem. Before I go, this whole area of white on her face right there is going to be a white AB. I got to fix that. Yeah, we're going to make that not an AB around her, like in her face. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And as ever, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world, that you are having a beautiful morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, I'll see you on Saturday. Bye. Be good. Or if you can't be good at it. Yeah.